Hey everybody, Applenaut here. There's going to be some big changes here in 2017. I didn't make any videos last year. I was too busy moving around. Wife's career kind of has us moving around quite a bit. And again, I'm going to be actually moving here in probably a few more months anyway. But anyways, somebody asked me a long time ago if I could only grow one kind of fruit tree, what would it be? And being the Applenaut, you would think I would say apples, but that's only when I have my own house and I can actually put some roots in the ground somewhere. But until then, the only one fruit tree that I think that I would really grow is this right here, which is a fig. This is a Desert King fig, and I harvested this as a branch from the Gamels in about 2010. And I've kept it in this pot since 2010. I'm living in the prairies right now, so it's, we have very hot, short summers, very long, cold winters, but we get a lot of sunshine, so it works great as a house plant. That's one reason why I would grow it, because I can grow it as a house plant. Two, they're very easily to propagate. Like I was just saying, I took a branch from one tree and shoved it in the ground as far as I could, kind of like this one here. That's all I did, was I just harvested a branch and shoved it in there, and this is the kind of growth that I got this season. It just started to send out 3 liters. There's another little sucker coming up from down at the bottom there. You can kind of see where it's coming in right there. Anyway, so in a little while it'll be one of those, and I can harvest that and make another tree out of it. They're Parthenocarpic. I don't need to have 2 trees, even though I do have another one growing right here, and I have another one started there, and back in the spare bedroom, which is basically a nursery, I have another 2 started back there, and if I wanted to, I could actually just cut all of these leaders off and make them all into trees, but I just don't have the space for it right now, and I have to move one more time with these things before I can actually build myself an earthship and put them in an earthship greenhouse. So like, they're easy propagated, they're Parthenocarpic, which means they set their own fruit, don't need to have cross-pollination between 2 trees. They make great house plants. The reason why I'm growing Desert King, and this one here I should say too, I started this at the same time. I got this from the Marsoleils, and Mrs. Marsoleil told me that she brought this back from the Adriatic Sea. And the fruit on this one and the fruit on this one are eerily similar. They're a large green fruit. They turn this really nice ambery yellow kind of color, as in a little bit of dew comes seeping out of the bottom of them when they're perfectly ripe. They're little strawberry colored fruit. Oh, I love figs, I can't wait. Anyways, the fruit looks so eerily similar, but that being said, there are so many different types of figs, like there are so many different types of apples, and they all kind of, they can look the same, but just be different, So anyways, Desert King has a very large Breba crop. Now, the Breba crop is formed on the previous season's growth. And that growth starts happening during the springtime, and then that fruit is harvestable, and probably, well, when I was living on the coast, it was usually the end of August, beginning of September, and this September that the fruit was ripe. Now, when I harvested that fruit, that exact same branch would later in the season start producing another crop, which is the main crop. But because of the short season that we had there, that second crop never really ever reaches maturity unless you had some really good little microclimate. And even then, those figs could be taken off. Like they get to be, quarter size and maybe golf ball size, some of them. What you could do is take those off and make a kind of like a sweet pickled fig called a psychoglyco, I think was the name of that recipe that Verna shared with me, Verna Duncan, fruittreesandmore.com. Check them out if you live on Vancouver Island or the Vancouver area. Anyways, so yeah, it has a very large Breba crop, that first crop that has enough time to ripen. So that's why I'm growing this, because I just know that there's going to be a big Breba crop on that. So that being said, would I have 4 reasons why I would grow these? 5. They make good house plants. They're easy to propagate. They're Parthenocarpic. They make fruit on their own. They have a very large crop. Is there another reason why I would just grow figs? Because they're really good. Anyways, folks, that's a quick little rundown of if I could only grow one kind of fruit tree, why would I just do that one?